Hello, children, and welcome to this week's episode of the off-site interview of Luke's Lookout Show, where we're looking out for God's truths. As I probably already told you in person, this week's truth that we're looking out for is patience. Man, it is hard to be patient, but this week we have an excellent special guest who's going to teach us about a time when he learned patience by experiencing a miracle. Well, I have with me here Balaam. Can you kids say that? Well, they're a little rusty. Anyways, this here's a very important man. Balaam did some great things over the course of history, and he had a very precious little pet donkey. Now, I believe, Balaam, you're going to tell us a little bit about this precious donkey today?
I am.
That is fabulous. Let's go ahead and jump right in.
Well, first I need to tell you some background about what I'm about to tell you about my donkey.
Is this where we have to be patient?
Yup.
All right.
But before I tell you background...
Oh, this sounds good. This sounds really good.
Would you like to see my little donkey?
Yes, I would.
This is Donkey.
Oh. Now, if only I liked the animals.
Her name is Donkey.
That's precious.
Such a good little donkey.
Moving on.
So, some backstory. So, as Luke just said, my name is Balaam, and I follow the one true God.
So do we. These kids here that we're doing this offsite interview for, they are part of ABG Kids. That is always be God's kids, meaning always follow the one true God.
That is awesome.
Incredible.
Well, just like all these boys and girls, I follow the one true God. In fact, I follow the one true God so much that I have a reputation throughout the land.
Wow.
My reputation is that whoever I bless will be blessed, and whoever I curse will be cursed.
Well, I'd hate to be on the curse end, wouldn't you?
I would too, but here's the secret. I don't bless anybody, and I don't curse anybody. But because I follow the one true God, it is God who blesses and God who curses.
Oh, yes, that does make sense.
My reputation became so well known that I actually got approached by some princes that were sent by a king.
A king?
A king. In fact, this king's name was Balak.
Balak?
Balak.
Balak?
So King Balak sent his princes to me. And see, he was the king of the Moabites. And he had a big problem. See, a large group of people decided to set camp right outside his land.
Oh, no.
And these people were already known to be blessed by God.
Ooh. Were they the Israelites?
They were. They were God's chosen people, the Israelites.
I'm so smart.
And because Balak knew that these men and women were blessed by God, he knew that he needed more help in order to defeat them and to run them off his land. So he came to me, his princes that is, and they asked me to curse the Israelites.
Say it ain't so.
It's so.
Oh no.
So I told them what I tell everybody. I need to talk to God and see what God says.
I knew you were a good man.
So I did, and God told me not to go back with the Moabites.
So, did you listen?
Well, I listened and I told them, and they went back to King Balak. And King Balak did not give up.
Uh-oh.
He sent more princes, more distinguished princes, even greater than the princes he had sent at first.
Don't they know that God already said no?
Apparently not, Luke. So they came back, and they asked again, and they said, please come and curse the Israelites. And King Balak would give you anything you desire. So I told them that God said I was not to curse them, but just like the princes that came before them, I would talk to God and see if anything new was told.
Well, was there really anything different?
Well, I talked to God again, and he told me to return with the Moabites, but to not do what King Balak said, but to listen to what the Lord had to say.
Aha! Now that makes sense. So, wait a second though. I thought we were going to hear about your donkey. I'm starting to get a little impatient on this backstory.
Well, now it's time for Donkey to come into the story.
Whew.
So on our way back, I was riding Donkey, such a good little donkey.
Yeah.
And as I was riding Donkey, Donkey decided to just turn off and go into a field.
Huh.
I had no idea why. It was like Donkey saw something, but I didn't see anything. I got so angry at my poor little donkey. I didn't have patience, Luke. I beat that poor little donkey.
You did what?
I beat the donkey.
Children, you should not be listening to this.
So we kept going, and we were on a path with a wall next to the path. And once again, it was like my donkey saw something, but nothing was there. And the donkey began to start to go over to the side of the road like it was avoiding something, so much so that it ran me into the wall and crushed my poor little foot.
Ouch!
I got so upset.
Oh no, not again, Balaam.
I beat that donkey.
Hi. Children, don't do this at home.
Don't.
Tell me, this was the last time. Balaam, you do not sound very patient.
As bad as it sounds, it got worse.
No.
We were going, and we were on a path again, and the donkey looked like it saw something, and it stopped, and it laid down underneath me. And I beat that poor little donkey.
No! You didn't tell me this was gonna be a tearjerker.
Poor little donkey.
Poor little donkey.
I'm sorry, donkey. I'm sorry.
Did he ever recover?
Well, right then, the donkey spoke to me.
What? The donkey spoke? Like he said, hee-haw, hee-haw, hee-haw.
No. The donkey said, "Why have you beat me these 3 times?"
The only talkie donkey I know is from Shrek.
Who's Shrek?
Oh, Balaam, don't worry about it. Someday in the future, maybe we'll let you know. So, were you just like completely taken aback by a talking donkey?
No. I was impatient and I was mad at that little donkey. So when it told me, "Why do you beat me these 3 times?" I responded and I said, "Because you've made a fool out of me."
This poor donkey.
The donkey replied to me again, and it said, "Haven't I been faithful to you? Haven't I been a good donkey to you? Have I ever done this type of thing before?" And I said, "No, you haven't."
Hello?
Right then and there, I saw what was in the path. The thing that the donkey saw, it was the angel of the Lord.
Oh my.
He had his sword and he had his shield, and it was sparkling like the stars in the sky. And he looked at me and he told me, "Why do you beat your donkey 3 times?"
See? He knew.
And he told me, "For your donkey saw that I was in your path with my sword, and had your donkey not stopped, I would have killed you and spared your donkey."
So you're telling me that it was through this miracle, because donkeys don't normally talk. So therefore, by your donkey talking human words, that is something unnatural that God did. And in this instance, he did it in order to protect you and to teach you patience.
That's right.
Was he like trying to tell you that you really needed to listen to him?
That's exactly what he was telling me. See, the angel of the Lord was there not to tell me to turn away and to not go with the Moabites, but he was actually there to remind me not to go and listen to Balak, but to listen to God.
That makes so much sense. Do you get that, kids? So God performed this miracle so that Balaam would follow and listen to him. He had to teach him patience before he could go and fulfill his mission. So let me get this straight. There was a king of the Moabites, and he was afraid of the Israelites. They're too powerful. He wanted you to put a curse. You said no. No. They came back. You said, okay. God says go. You go. You start wandering. Donkey, off the road, beep. Donkey, off the road, beep. Donkey, down, sleep, beep. Why are you beating me? Why are you beating me? Because, blah. Angel of the Lord appears. Don't beat your donkey. I was telling you, keeping you from a bad path. The end. Does that about sum it up?
That about sums it up. And you know what I did when I got to the land of Moab?
No, please tell us.
I blessed the Israelites because that was what God wanted.
And it's always good to follow God's plan. Wow, that is incredible. Well, we are definitely out of time, Balaam. It was so nice of you to be here with us and with these children today. They are really going to enjoy your story. I know they're enjoying it right now, actually, yes, at this offsite interview. Anyway, thank you for joining us on Luke's Lookout Show, where we're looking out for God's truth. See you
I'm coming, donkey.